I read that you would have to sneak out
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go perform, and
Yeah.
that your parents at first didn't know you were doing this. And I can relate.
Well, my mom knew, and
Oh,
my
your
mom would
knew.
lie to my dad.
Really?
So my mom would tell my dad I'm at the library, and she still reminds me of this. And Mom, thank you. She was like, I would tell your dad he's studying. And I remember, like, there was a long period of time, I think my dad thought I had, like, a crippling drug habit.
No, I'm just doing stand-up, which was
And
probably
he
just
was like,
as bad.
He was like, that's even worse. Why can't you be doing drugs?
So how did he find out, and eventually, that you were doing this?
I was coming back from a show and I crashed the car. I crashed the Altima. We had 3 Camrys in an Altima, and it was a brand new Nissan Altima. It was chutney brown, and I took it out, and it was raining, and I was driving back from the Bay Area, back home, and I hydroplaned, and the car spun and sort of hit this median. And I remember, like, I had to call my dad to pick me up, and the story I had told him was I was at the library. And he goes, where am I picking you up from? And it was like an hour away from home. And it was just this moment where he was like, what have you been doing? And I'm like, I've been doing stand-up comedy. And he was like, oh, why can't it just be a girl? Why does that
Has he come around at this point?
Yes. And like, yes. And I think The Daily Show really changed that.
I'm sure, yeah.
Because it was the thing where I think, you know, and to my dad's credit, we had a conversation about this. It wasn't that he hates comedy. He actually loves poetry and performance and all that stuff. I remember him telling, like, when he saw I had my LSAT score and it was expiring. It lasts for 5 years. That was our big agreement when I was in college. I took the LSAT, and he's like, you have 5 years to figure this thing out, and then after that you should go to law school.
Oh,
and I remember
And you hadn't made it after 5 years?
No, not even close. And I remember around year 5, like when the score was expiring, he was like, so you got to apply to law school? And he's like, I was like, I don't want to do this. I said, Dad, I have no desire to be an attorney. I want to be a comedian. And I just remember he really candidly told me, he was like, look, I have no problem with you wanting to be a comedian, to be honest with you, but I just think you're capable of so much. And I just don't think this is the way to go about it. Like, he was basically telling me, you're a smart kid. Why are you putting all of your chips in this?
But it's funny because the answer to that is, if you don't put all your chips into it,
Yeah.
you'll never know.
You can't hedge. Yes.
Yeah, you can hedge. And
Yes.
he's a hedger.
Yes. Out of survival.
Right.
And I think the biggest thing I could do to honor him, to honor my parents, who did everything for survival, is to unapologetically live.
Right.
To just be like, that is the American dream.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, then why not subscribe? Click right here for lots more off camera. And if you want to see the hour-long version of these conversations, I'm going to give you the secret link. Here it is, offcamera.com. Check it out.